Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of Taste Test right here on youtube.com/Shawnosaurus where every Saturday you can watch me try the weird, the wonderful, and the limited edition. If that sounds good, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell, and you'll be notified when I post new videos. Is there something you want to see on the channel? You have to let me know. Let me know what it is, where to find it, or you could get wild and just buy it for me. That's always an option. We have an interesting plethora of items today found at a kind of surprising location, a Hallmark. You get to the checkout, you have all your items, you got your sidewalk sale stuff. You get there and you're like, oh, okay, cool, we're ready to roll. Oh, wait, what is that I spy? An item that I thought I would never see? Ooh, the new version of the item I thought I would never see. And then you're like you're fumbling for your wallet. You're like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this. What is this on the counter for $3? It's all magical. And I'll tell you all about that here right now because I already did my intro. Today's items are an interesting mix. We have Jelly Belly Monster Mash, which is probably the most timely of them. One of them is also kind of timely, but yeah, we have the Monster Mash pack, which contains 5 jelly beans, Jewel Grape Soda, Jewel Orange, Wild Blackberry. I'm going to be honest, I thought that said Huckleberry. I thought that said a way different word. I just kind of glanced at it. I was like, wild, yep, Huckleberry. Fill in the blank. It's going to be Huckleberry. Huckleberry, that's the flavor, right? We have caramel corn and green apple. So we'll try those out of this. The other 2 items that we're going to be trying today are the Seattle chocolate apple pie a la mode and the vanilla orange cream, also from Seattle chocolate. Now, Seattle chocolate, I got it as like an ad at one point during the summer. Seattle Chocolate had released a set of flavors. This one that I'm holding in my hand right here, melting it with my hot, sweaty fingers, a mint chocolate chip and a Neapolitan. And it was like a 3-pack that you could get either like bars or you could get like, I think truffles is what they are, but they're like smaller. They're almost like kind of like Tootsie Roll sized chocolates. And you could get those. And they were like, it was like a pack you could buy with all of it together. And it was like $45. And of course I found out about it right as I was about to move. And I was like, I'll get to it. And then by the time I got to it, it was sold out. So I thought, you know what? That ship has sailed. We're never going to see that item. No big deal. Kind of a deal because I would like to try it. But hey, it happens. You miss stuff sometimes. In comes this new items set, which includes the apple pie a la mode in the same form and fashion as well of like, here's the chocolate bar, here's the smaller little minis. Last I checked, this was on their website. I guess I could check by the end of this episode, but the apple pie a la mode was one of them. Pumpkin spice was the other. And then chocolate nut something was the other one. And I almost bought that one, but I was like, no, just pick one from each that you really enjoyed or really want to try. And I haven't enjoyed it because I haven't eaten it yet. So if you are interested in these, this specifically is online. The Hallmark in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho had both of these items and had one that is kind of done for the season. So if you're interested in that, travel to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, or I guess check your local Hallmarks in the Pacific Northwest and see if they have either of these. Make sense? Makes sense. All right. Let's try the Jelly Bellies first. This is what I am simultaneously like most and least excited about. It's not as exciting a flavor grab as I thought it would. I mainly got this because I thought caramel corn was interesting, and I also misread blackberry as huckleberry, which those words don't look anywhere near close to each other. They both technically have the word berry in it, so I guess they're kind of halfway similar, but also H and B, not really similar. U and L, not really similar. C, okay, C's, all right. Nope, that's A. It's A and then a C. It's a mess, okay? That's the point. I was realizing as I started this, I was like, I wonder if I'm going to get all 5 flavors in here because this pack is not very big. Not very big. Don't have to rip it all the way open. Okay, so we're going to pour these out kind of. All right, so we have 3 of them. We have 3 of them there. I had 4. We have 4. Okay. And I don't know what the last one is. Oh, this is a dew-covered... oh, it's right in front of my face. Okay. So we have our 5. There's kind of a look at them. It's really hard. Here, look at these. And then I drop them all over the place. We'll start with the blackberry first, because that one's going to be the one that I'm going to like the least. I'll be honest. Not terrible. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Not terrible. These are real chewy. Maybe shouldn't have done all this in one video. I did actually almost buy a second bag of Jelly Bellies that were an apple cider mix, but it was an annoying thing. Instead of all of the Jelly Bellies being apple cider flavored, it was a mix that was like, hey, if you take 2 red apples and 1 cinnamon, you get apple cider. I was like, no, I will not stand for this, he said in the hallmark while he was being escorted out. I will not stand for this misuse of Jelly Bellies. Okay, blackberry. Not terrible. We'll move to grape. That's where it is at. Oh, man. I'm a big fan of grape-flavored things. Orange right behind it. That's a really good orange. Oh, it's grape soda. Interesting. I'm kind of curious. I wonder what the difference is between jewel orange and like regular orange. You know what I mean? What is that difference? My hand is cramping, Mrs. Puff. Make it stop. Local man. Yes, we have a breaking news report. We have your host of Taste Test has a hand cramp. He will be out 2 to 3 weeks with the injury. All right. We'll go green apple. This is going to be a surprise. Going to be a surprise to people who watch this show regularly and know how much I like apple flavored things. That's my least favorite. It was pretty solid at the beginning, but I think green apples are like a little sour. But instead of it being sour, it's just an icky taste. I don't like that at all. And then last but not least, the one that I'm most excited about because I love caramel corn. Nope, I don't actually love caramel corn. I love kettle corn. This is a disaster. I misread one of them. I forgot that I don't like caramel corn. I thought it said kettle corn, and I probably read it as caramel corn and still just was like, it's kettle corn. My hand is cramping. I'm severely injured. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Okay. This is a good example of accurate but icky. It's really solid. It's a good flavor. I'm like, man, I could taste the caramel corn that I think I've had before. But in the same sentence, you're like, ugh, no. This is not what you're looking for. All right. Baja Blast. Save me a little bit here. So I would go. I think I preferred. We'll go grape, orange, blackberry, surprisingly in third spot. Caramel corn and green apple they're probably tied for last. You could flip them. I wouldn't really care. I don't have a problem with how you would order those. You know what? No, let me take that back. The caramel corn is better than the green apple from what it's trying to be. So I will give it the bump on that. As far as like caramel corn probably might be the most accurate and best flavor from like a technical standpoint. But I don't like it. So it's fourth and then green apple is in last. Now before this gets disastrous, I'm going to try and scoop these back into the bag. Because this episode's not already long enough, you know. Oh, dropped one. Breaking news, we have reports his second hand is cramping. That'll add another couple of weeks to the injury report. Enjoy your substitute host next week. Now we'll go oldest to newest. We will try the Seattle Chocolate Vanilla Orange Cream, which is a white and orange chocolate truffle bar. Look at that. I can read cursive. Good for me. That's how you know you're getting a high quality product, is when they put that in cursive. You know, it's not just plain English for us people who maybe got to 4th grade and were like, you know what, this whole school thing? Nah, I'm good. Now I love the color of this. That is orange. Oh, good, it picks up. It kind of looks like I'm gonna eat some cheese. But let's see, it's orange. Very orange. It comes in at 8 bricks. We'll try and break this off as best we can. Oh, that snaps really nicely. Okay. Oh, that smells so good. That is so good. Oh, man. Now, okay. Responsible adult time. Immediately, I went and was like, put the whole thing in your mouth. And then I thought, you're recording a video. Maybe take a smaller bite. I think this smells better than it tastes. It's like, I would say it's like a 9 out of 10 smell. I think it's fantastic. I think it's 8, it's probably like a 7 out of 10 flavor wise for me, maybe a 7.5 out of 10. But I love the texture of this. I love the way this feels when you eat it. Like, it's creamy and it feels like it's a clean bite. I just ate 5 jelly beans and it's just like I'm gnawing on everything. I understand. Chocolate versus jelly bean, we're looking at 2 very different things. But sometimes chocolate can be a little bit rough when you're doing it. It's very creamy and like just kind of, it melts in your mouth. It feels like it's a very nice, easy bite. It has a really solid flavor that I wish was just a little more orange. Just a little more orange. The positive on this, and I could bump it up to an 8 out of 10 on the flavor. I'm not a super big fan of white chocolate. But this balances it really well because it is the creamsicle. It uses the white chocolate as the flavor, like, kicker. Instead of just being like, look, I love milk chocolate orange. That would be probably like my favorite of like a variant of chocolate. But taking a white chocolate and using it as like, okay, we're going to make this the flavor component. It has to like be part of it, you know? I think that does that a lot. A big favor. All right. Apple pie. A la mode. Dark and white chocolate bar with spiced apples. I'm a big fan of apple. I love the fall season. You go pick out. Oh, there's like a thing in the. Here to brighten your day. Oh, here, let's read this. About the artist. Allie Mack is a New England-based artist with an appreciation for all things colorful and quirky. She discovered her love for art as a little girl after inheriting a basket of her grandmother's candy-hued acrylic paints. Since then, she's created her own vibrant world of patterns, illustrations, animations, and comics. Allie spends her free times eating chocolate, making textile art, and eating more chocolate. This is an artist I can get behind. This cheerful truffle bar is designed to inspire random acts of chocolate to keep for yourself or to give someone who brings light to your day. Most importantly, your purchase supports Girls Inc., inspiring all girls to be strong, smart, and bold. Learn more at seattlechocolate.com. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Make me feel good about eating this. Ooh, boy, this one's a little... This one has a bit of a different texture on the back. The other one, granted, you know, it has the spiced apples in it. And they weren't kidding, because there's like... It's like peeking out. Peeking and poking. The chocolate is definitely the overwhelming scent here, which I don't know. I think the apple's in there somewhere, but I'm not saying that with like a definitive thing. The other one broke really nicely, and I hope that this one breaks nicely as well. Kinda. Broke in half. I didn't really need it in half. This is such an interesting texture. Right there in the middle. Hopefully that focuses up all right. That's in there. This is a problem we talk about when I have apple stuff on this consistently. The flavor of the apple isn't there. Like, it's kind of there. You get it every once in a while. I don't love the texture of the crunched apples in there. Not really surprising considering some of the items I've had on the show, most notoriously the peanut butter cup with the chips in it. But even just in like a general sense, I don't love stuff in chocolate. The like exception would be like a wafer or like a crunch bar, but I don't like nuts. And this is kind of giving me that feel. Like I'm just, oh man, my mouth is like, ooh, this tastes okay. My brain is like, no, this texture is bad. Stop eating this. I'm just not getting a lot of apple. The white chocolate and I think it's dark chocolate. Yeah. Maybe if it's a milk chocolate, it helps it out a little bit more. I think this is one too where you actually could have just gone with, because like apple pie a la mode would be apple pie with ice cream on top of it, right? That's what they showcase on here. The art from Allie. Thank you, Allie Mack, for making this art. I think if you use, okay, I love this. I love where I'm at here. I'm rolling up my sleeves. Seattle chocolate. You did a terrific job with the orange creamsicle one. Take that basic concept, apply it to the apple. Instead of orange and the white chocolate, it's apple and white chocolate. For the crust, put a little something like I don't know if cinnamon's the right flavor on that, but put something that's kind of like Crunch Bar-ish, but has a flavor that is reflective of an apple pie crust. And I think you really have a winner there. I think putting this as a chocolate, a dark chocolate, like in front foot forward, is the mistake. White chocolate, which I'm not normally for, but in this case I will make an exception because I enjoyed your orange, with an apple, heavy apple flavor, and a crunch that emulates the texture and feel of an apple pie crust. That's, I think, how you do it. Not this way. This way, the dark chocolate and the white chocolate crush over the apples. The texture is weird, and I don't love it. Obviously, well, not obviously, but I don't love the texture of that apple in there. And then the flavor gets mashed over and it's just like, this is not an enjoyable bite. That first bite, very enjoyable with the orange. That one, could use some work. I think that's the way you go though. I think that's the way you go. Now, if you look on my thing, you can email me, okay? At chocolatelover@gmail.com. Okay? And then don't use that email address, but look at my profile. I have an email address. Deposit your $2 bajillion check into my debit card, into my bank account. Deal's a deal, handshake. There you go. What did you think of today's items? Have you tried them? Would you like to try them? You can, again, just a reminder, I saw the Jelly Belly Monster Mash. That seems like a fresh thing for the Halloween season. All of this was found at Hallmark. The chocolate bars, not on the website, but might be floating around at local stores. So check that if your local grocer or Hallmark, I guess, carries kind of artisanal chocolates. Check that. You should be able to check the Seattle Chocolates website and see what they have on offer. It hopefully would still include the new flavors that they have that include the apple pie a la mode if you would like to try those, or the other two flavors, pumpkin spice and the nutty chocolate one, whatever it was. It wasn't like a peanut butter cup thing. It was like pretzel or peanuts or something, which is probably a good thing I didn't buy. Anyway, if you like to try those, keep a lookout for them. You can let me know down in the comments below if you liked them, or if there's something you would like to see on the channel in the future. Let me know what it is. Let me know where to find it, and you might see it on a future episode of Taste Test. How do you watch that fine future episode of Taste Test that may or may not have an injured host? Ah, my hand. Mrs. Puff, my hand is cramping. Make it stop. You subscribe. You ring the bell. You're notified when new videos post up. You skip the other 13 that you don't care about. You're like, oh great, he's playing baseball again. He's crushing the Houston Astros or whatever team. Oh, he lost to the Oakland Athletics somehow. Ignore those. You go, oh, Taste Test. Look at that. Oh, it's the item I picked. Thank you. Now, it was pointed out in the last episode that I did not actually do the hand motion in the excitement of the voodoo. So thank you, Diana, for pointing that out. I'll give you a double. All right. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And as always, bon appetit. Or do I have to do it twice? Bon appetit, bon appetit. Take your pick, whichever one. You double hand, single word, or double. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Bon appetit.